Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, I'm going to review one of my old projectors, and I've been using it about more than 6 months and I've fallen in love with it. This is Epson EHTW650. And right now what you're seeing is about 100 and probably 10 or 115 inch of image. By the way, this is the worst case scenario. I have LED strips at the bottom of it behind the ultra short throw ALR screen that I got, but the image quality is awesome. So if you close these LED strips, even the ambient lights are not going to stop you watching a great content with a pretty much white wall like this. So that's why I wanted to review before selling it. Yes, you heard me right. You're probably seeing this projector for the last time in the channel because I have a lot of projectors everywhere, like every cabinet there is a projector. So I'm going to create some space for the new projectors. Otherwise, I wouldn't be selling this. This is, I believe, the golfs of the projectors, most practical one for the price of its range. In the second-hand market, you can probably find this device around probably $350. So it is ideal budget level of projector, considering this is a 3 LCD, good color calibrated, kind of like quite a bit of zoom range and also wide angle lens as much as possible for the price range. This is like the sweet spot of the projectors. Let me just show you how sweet spot it is. And by the way, this video will be like in the sections, and you're going to see it in the bit of detail, the menu of the projector, the physical abilities of this projector. Like I'm going to look out for the physical stuff and show you the physical qualities of this projector. And I made another video, how did I change the bulb of this projector, how easy to maintain this projector, and how much the cost of it. And by the way, I want to remind you, I bought this projector after using 4K Optoma UHD 35. So I was using a 4K projector. But once I got this, I realized Optoma's colors were not good. Like I knew it, but I wasn't telling to myself like, hey, if I can adjust it, colors can be better. Yes, you can adjust it and colors can be better. But when you go from DLP and bad, kind of like a bad calibrated DLP to decent calibrated 3 LCD, the difference is huge in the color, and you don't miss the 4K instead of better colors and contrast and better color brightness of each color. So let me just get this projector close and show you some of the stuff that I like. And by the way, you'll be seeing the throwing ratio information, which is one of the most important ones, in the screen while I talk about it. But before I do, let me just show you. This is an IKEA table and I made another video. I will get it close. Okay. So the screen size is shrinking. The TV unit is 2 meters. So the screen behind it is about 2 meters 10 centimeters or 2 meters 15. It is a 92 inch. So if I get it close to 92 inch level, this is right now getting close, and this is 92 inch-ish size. And as you can see, it is quite bright when you go around 100 inch. So generally, I recommend always full HD projectors for 90 to 100 inch of images. If you go too big, which you can without any problem, I've used this one for a long time, daily basis behind the couch, and I was projecting about 130 inch of image from 4.2 meters roughly. So when I was of course watching movies, when I play game from consoles that I have, I just zoom in and project around 100 inch because you want to see more contrast when gaming. But when watching movie, contrast could be a little lower without any problem. But I want to show you something else. Let's just look at this. I'm going to put it up and look what it does. Vertical correction, auto correction. I'm going to put it down and look what it does. It's very simple and effective. effective way to correct the image, and it's quite easy. It's not a newest projector out there, but it has this ability. So seeing this in a budget projector like this in the second-hand market, it just amazed me. Like new models from GM Go, LED, 3 laser kind of high-end products like $1,000 and plus levels, you can see these technologies. But this is in the second-hand market, $350 to $400 range, and maybe brand new is about $500. So I remember, if I remember correctly, the new model of this Epson TW650 is probably 750 model. I will try to share the specs of the upgraded new model of it, but also I want you to check out in detail the throwing ratio of the 750 or the new model that I'm going to probably put it in the editing. Throwing ratio is important. This device has ideal throwing ratio. That's what I love about this. So don't focus on the blacks because, like I told you, bad lighting, but let me just show you again how good it could be. I'm going to open up the lights. Since you open up the lights, the visual will be awful, right? Let's just open up the ALR to show you the capacity of this device. By the way, if you're wondering, this ALR screen is probably 3 times more expensive than second-hand market of this. Like this is $1,000 level of screen. It's not ideal combination when you compare the prices, but right now you're seeing the blacks and the colors and the sharpness is great. So that's what I want to show about. Let me just correct the side of it. Let me just get it close and look how it is. Like I'm going to put it up as much as possible. Let's just correct it again. By the way, I'm doing everything, as you can see, live. So no, as you can see, it just made it fit to the screen. Again, I think this is ideal. By the way, I need to, of course, readjust the sharpness. So this is right now the sharpness, maximum sharpness as possible. So the throwing ratio, if I sum up everything about this projector, it has the best ability to throw ratio, and you will see the sizes, different sizes that it can throw out. So it's not a short throw like projecting 100 inch from 1 meter, but probably I'm a 170 guy. This is probably about 1.8 meters of distance roughly. So it can deliver 92 inch, 100 inch from 2 meters roughly. So you'll see the technical specs in the screen. I don't want to mess everything up. So basically you have a lot of brightness and sharpness and, well, automatic vertical correction. You have also 4-point keystone correction, which is a must in my opinion. So if you have some like an angle, you can correct it. By the way, what I didn't show you, it has also vertical correction without any application. Just look at this. I can move the screen without anything. Technically, this is very easy to use, right? If you have angle, you can make it happen just by pushing this lever. So you have the ability to correct everything in a fast-paced way. Even this is not an LED Android smart kind of like projector with the new generation. So you will be seeing the detailed menu of this device, technical information, some visuals from directly, and close-up shots. Like I will be showing you the technical specs on the device itself, what it has. But basically, I probably gather all the information and share you my conclusion. I feel like Japanese people like preparing a sword or something. Let's just put the joke aside. I want to get close as much as possible. I will close the projector. Right now it's working. Look how fast it is closed. This is one of the good things that I love. Some big or old projectors tend to have some time before cooling and stuff. I will just take out the Realme dongle and also the power cable. This is a regular PC style power cable, and we're going to take a look at the physical abilities of this device. Let me just show you on the front. Here you can see the cover of it, and opening and closing a cover to protect the lens, it's a good stuff, and also it's preventing to getting the dust inside. So if you're going to put it aside, using it like 2 or 3 times in a week, maybe even a month. If you're not a regular projector user like me, I'm using it like a TV. You probably know my setup, by the way. If you haven't, so you can check the channel. So if you close, you can protect this. By the way, one other thing that I love is pushing this single button, release the front feet, and it has height adjustment quite a bit, so you can easily adjust it. And when we take a look at the back, as you can see right now, the feet are easy to operate and they are plastic, so you can probably later on find them easy in the market. And below we have connections for like ceiling mounts and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 3 point of connection, so it's easy to install it to a ceiling. So when we take a look at the top part of it, I showed you probably in the wide angle video, this is the vertical correction slider, so you can easily correct the vertical problems. And the horizontal angle, the vertical is automatically done by itself. And also we have a cover here, as you can see, one cover. You can clearly take it out easy. And here's a filter. I need to clean this filter. As you can see, it's preventing the probably outsource of it or input of it. And let me just turn around and look. And also you can see the exhaust. Here is the exhaust part of it, like it is pushing the air from here. So it is taking from here the clean air from the filter and also pushing out from here. I didn't have any filter with my Optoma, so Epson most of the time cares too much about the dust issues. So you can't really get dust inside of an Epson because they have proper filters, and if you clean them properly, you will have a clean proper projector. One other thing is the single Phillips screwed cover, which I made and dedicated another video, how do I change a bulb of a projector video. So you can just unscrew the one screw and take this cover out, and also another screw for the bulb. Just take the bulb out and put the new bulb in. That's how easy to operate it is. When we come to the back side of it, we have still VGA, which is an analog, and you might be needing it if you're going to connect computers for projections. And we got 2 HDMI ports. One is HDMI MHL support, so it's good to have it. And also we have audio, as you can see. We have also left and right audio, and also composite probably input, video USB input, and we have also USB power port. So USB power port is basically for smart devices like this. If you can find or buy something like this, if you buy also Google device like a Google Chromecast, you can connect it with the power output. Most of the time these gives 1.5 amps, so probably this is also 1.5 amp, which is more powerful than you might be needing for a dongle or casting device. And it also has its own capability for the casting, so you can directly probably cast this device because it has Wi-Fi. But most of the time I don't use casting of these devices. Once you include these sort of devices, you probably go with the smart settings as much as possible. So I probably cover the physical abilities. The power input is regular, the speaker is here, and it's more than enough. Like if you're going to getting close to the projector, like sitting 1 meter away from the projector, you can clearly use it in a daily basis for TV. But projecting a game or cinema, you might want to check out something Bluetooth, like a 15 watts or 20 watts of RMS power with the bass in it, because it will lack the bass. Let's just be real, because you're projecting a huge image. So you can connect Bluetooth speakers or headphones, earbuds. I was using with this device a Bluetooth receiver. I include my earbuds to that Bluetooth receiver and connect Bluetooth to this dongle for my audio solutions. For this part, we are fully finished, and physical abilities are For me, it's amazing. So you can go further in the video. In this part of the video, we're going to take a deep look at the menu of the Epson TW650. When you hit the button, you see the first color mode. Dynamic, which I'm using, is the most bright and sharp, or kind of like a punched out version. When you go bright cinema, you lose some of the sharpness. Cinema is less powerful. Also, the fan noise is getting lower when you go to the cinema setting, and the game is kind of like a between the bright and the cinema. So most of the time I use the dynamic mode, as you can see, it's more bright and vivid. So when I go back right now, we see the brightness level of 50, contrast 50, saturation. We can change every one of them, and we can change the tint. The sharpness that you see is 15. Reason that I push the limits of this projector, since even though it's sharp, it's a full HD, and most of the time I use it over 100 inch. Like I use 120 to 135 inch image. And if you're used to the 4K projectors like me, you might want to, just adjust the sharpness, but still you catch a good bit of sharpness at the 15, and you can push it even more. So after that, we got color temperature and image enhancement. Let's just go here. Color temperature is about 6, so you can change it with the position that you have. And customize also, you can, let's just show you that you can customize the offset of RGB and the gain level of RGB. So you can really customize the red, green, blue kind of like wheels of it. So that's one of the most important parts, that you can tune the color with the 3LCD system. And image enhancement noise reduction is the level of 20 right now, pushed up too much, but you can dial it down if you're into sort of like little bit of noise. But for me, it's okay like this. Detail enhancement is in the 54, right in the middle. So I'm not just pushing the level of each settings at the edge of it. Auto iris, this device have right now, it's normal. You can, if you're playing games, you can adjust it to high speed, or into the action movies you can also left it alone, so you can reset it too. The aspect ratio is, as you can see, auto. It might be ideal to use it auto because you can connect PC, tablet, phone, or also you can cast stuff. So where the things changing might be changing. The overscan right now is off, but you can overscan, open up close and adjust it. Video ranges right now, the signal is auto. I'm going to go to settings. The keystone, like I told you in the detail part of this video, you have a 4-point keystone. If you want to correct it, quick corner correction. Normally it's automatically horizontal and vertical keystone, and it does the vertical for you, and horizontal is also one slider away from you. So this is probably normally way to go. But if you have some sort of like crazy angle, you might want to use the quick corner. And once you do it, it's changed, and you can adjust every corner from the menu. I would prefer the, as you can see, this hardware menu of it. It's automatically doing it, as you can see here. No need to do it for corner keystone if you have a proper angle. So other than that, we got split screen, which is a good thing. We have 2 HDMIs and 1 VGAs. If you're making presentation, using a big screen like a 2 monitor will be ideal. The volume level, we can adjust the volume like I told you. Lock settings, pointer shape, if you want to use the pointer, remote receiver front and rear, and user button, custom buttons. We got a detail remote, by the way. And we got also test pattern. Extended menu shows home screen, display, user logo. If you have any projection, is front. You can also change it front ceiling, rear ceiling. If you're sort of this sort of thing like mounting reversely on a ceiling, or any kind of placement, you can change the angle of it. Operation, as you can see, direct power on. If you go this route, if electrics are going back and forth, that might be opening the projector automatically. So high altitude is right now off, but if you're living in a mountain or something, you might want to consider. And auto power on, off right now is off. Auto source search is on. I think this is one of the best parts. It automatically finds out if you have a source device. And we got a huge amount of selection from language, as you can see. lot of language, and we got another page. Like we got 4 columns of different language, so you can find yours probably. Network wireless mode, we can connect the wireless so you can cast, and wireless LAN also you can find if you have any. Right now it's projecting to power consumption in normal. Let me just go back to echo. As you can see, it goes down, so the brightness level is going down. When I push the echo, let me just do it again. It just enhanced the brightness a lot. But if you put it to echo mode, you don't hear the fan noise. It's ideal, and you don't need much more than echo mode. Believe me, this is a very powerful device. I don't use it more than echo. The sleep mode, also lens cover timer, and standby mode if you know, before sleep, if you want to watch and stuff. You don't want this device to be open all day, all night long. And we have finished all the details for the menu. If I'm going to buy a brand new projector, it will be the next gen of this device, probably newer version. If you can find a brand new with the good money, you can buy it from somewhere stock. And it's easy to maintain. The bulbs are cheap and the image is sharp. 3 LCD gives you quite a bit of color gamut, and you can play every kind of detail. You probably see it in the detail menu of this device. And I combined it with my Xbox One X, Xbox Series X. The best way to combine, if you're going to go budget way, Xbox Series S to this device. So you can add a game console beneath it and put your projector above it. You can create a small setup from a bookshelf, and you can project huge images. But if you're not going to buy a console for smart functions, you can buy some Realme dongle, or maybe just directly from Google Smart Dongle, Google Cast, Google Chromecast kind of like device. If you can buy the 4K version, the new version for $50, that would be good for casting, and also Android specs like playing YouTube from 4K. That will be ideal. I was using it with the Realme 4K dongle, which I probably shown you early in the channel. The sound level is enough, so you can use the speaker. By the way, if you have just come to this channel for this video, I'm not using my TV anymore. So you've probably seen it. There is no TV. There are holes for vessel mounts of my TV. I didn't still fill the holes of different hardware. So I use projectors daily. I've used this device 6 months probably, daily basis, and I was quite happy with it. So right now, it's kind of like an emotional state instead of just reviewing stuff. This is the right device to start, and this will be probably right device to use for a long time. If you don't care about the 4K, extreme sharpness, and you're good with the color accuracy, you can watch every kind of content. It's easy to apply, and also small to carry around. I know it's not small as LED projectors out there, but it's one of the smallest ones that you can find these sort of specs and these sort of throwing ratios kind of. So this is a small projector, believe me when I say so. So overall, all these projectors, if I wanted to keep single one for practicality, everyday use, and the budget, if I gather everything, even though I have many more expensive stuff in the house, I would keep one. I would probably keep this or new generation LED GM Go style projector. Probably they're priced about $1,000, maybe even about $1,500. So if you're going to pick one projector, either it's going to be too expensive or ideal like this. So this is the ideal range. If you find other Epson 3 LCD projectors, you might find, and I did find, like 5,000 ANSI lumen powers instead of this 3,200, probably I remember correctly, ANSI lumen projector. You might be thinking yourself, hey, I can buy a brighter 3 LCD. Yes, you might, but there will be a downside. The throwing ratio will not be the same with this. I've checked a lot of Epson projectors, and I find some of them for me like 5,000 ANSI lumens of power to use it in a daylight setting, like a daily TV style. Believe me, their bulbs are expensive because they are over 4,000 ANSI lumens. There are projectors like 4,000, 5,000 levels from Epson and many other brands, but the bulbs are expensive to maintain. and the bulb lives are shorter than this. This device bulb lives, if I remember correctly, normal mode 10,000, eco mode 10,000, normal mode probably 6,000 hours. But if you go above like 4,000, 5,000 probably ANSI lumens, you probably go to a level of 5,000 hours at the eco mode and probably 3,000 plus in the normal mode. If I'm telling something wrong, you can correct me at the comment section. But generally, concept is your lamp life is going shorter. So if you go above like 4,000, 5,000, just check out throw ratio. There are projectors out there from Epson, again EH series, but throwing ratio is very long compared to this. If you have a small room, throwing ratio is too important. And to understand the topic of the throwing ratio, just watch my throwing ratio guide and tutorial. In that video, you will see how I apply inside of a website. Before buying a projector, just you can check your throwing ratio, screen size, and fix the stuff like fixing the distance and looking at the zoom range of the projector, so you can get a better image, better idea of your image, the final result that you're going to get, because it's important than a TV. By the way, right now this is the widest, and if I zoom in like this, as you can see, this is right now probably 80 inch of size. And look how bright the image is. So having a zoom is ideal. As you can see, by the way, you're seeing great level of picture quality, and I will just increase it again very fast. Again, adjust the sharpness. So let me know what you think at the comment section below. If you have any questions, you can ask, direct the channel, and hitting the thumbs up and commenting and subscribing to the channel is quite a bit of important. Right now, I'm shooting this video 2:30 o'clock late at night after my child's in the sleep, because I'm a professional in daily work, so it takes my all day work, and after that I create tutorials in the time that I need to rest. So your support will be important for the channel and also for my motivation as well. This is not my income. This is just my hobby. So I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Check out the products from Epson, BenQ, ViewSonic in the second-hand market, but most of them are DLP. If you're going to go for better color accuracy, you need to consider 3 LCD models from Epson, and don't focus always of the brightness, but focus on the contrast, sharpness, and total quality. I believe this is one of the best projectors. This is like a benchmark. This is like the Golfs of the projectors. Like when you think of a car, it will be like budget, daily base, family, everyday usable car, and easy to maintain. Everyone probably say it's a German Golf. That's how it is. So this is the Golfs of the projectors, or benchmark of the full HD, good color accuracy projectors in the market. And if you find alternatives, you can write down like, hey, I think this model could be the new benchmark for full HDs or 4Ks and stuff. And I come to this projector after using a 4K Optoma UHD 35. So instead of a 4K, I would prefer definitely 2 or 3 times this full HD because of the picture quality, general color quality, and also overall quality, easy to use of it. And the throwing ratio especially, it's quite good. Let me know what you think at the comment section below again. And I hope to see you in the next video. Just let me close the lights a little bit to get you the best picture from this Vivid Storm ALR screen. It's looking awesome, and I want you to enjoy it a couple of seconds.